A book so controversial that some schools have banned it. A book that politicians study behind closed doors. It makes people uncomfortable because it tells the truth about how power actually works. Not how we wish it worked, not how we're taught it works, how it operates in every social environment. Others are already using these laws on you every single day. The real question is whether you'd rather understand the game or keep losing it without knowing why. In the next few minutes, we're covering 10 of the most important laws. Let's begin.
Imagine you're 6 months into a new role. You're sharp and fast, spotting problems your manager hasn't noticed. You start fixing them publicly, sharing your ideas loudly, making it obvious that you see things others don't. Then, quietly, things start going wrong for you. This is a misunderstood dynamic in professional life. Competence doesn't protect you. When superiors feel threatened, they limit or remove you. Be strategic. Make your contributions enhance your superior's image. Let them take credit without harm to you. Your goal is not to be the most impressive person, but to keep advancing by understanding who controls the door.
Law 2. Be careful who you trust. Here's a scenario that plays out constantly in business and in life. Two people start a company together. They're close friends. They've known each other for years. The friendship feels like a foundation of trust. And then, slowly, the cracks appear. Greene's second law is counterintuitive but well documented. Friendships and professional alliances operate on different rules. Friends expect leniency. They expect the relationship to buffer disagreements. They expect loyalty to override performance. And when it doesn't, they feel betrayed, even when you've done nothing wrong. Someone with something to prove, a former competitor, a person you've given a second chance, often delivers more reliably than a comfortable friend because they're operating from accountability, not assumption. This doesn't mean distrust everyone you care about. It means keeping your eyes open to the difference between emotional closeness and professional reliability. The two can coexist, but they're not the same thing, and confusing them is expensive. Law 3. Say less than necessary. Watch how the most powerful people in any room communicate. They don't fill silence. They don't over-explain. They don't rush to justify themselves or elaborate beyond what's needed. They say exactly what needs to be said, and then they stop. This isn't coldness. It's control. When you speak less, you reveal less. When you reveal less, you remain harder to predict. And when you're harder to predict, you hold more leverage in every interaction. The opposite is also true. When you're nervous, uncomfortable, or trying too hard to impress, you talk more. You fill silences. You add qualifiers and explanations that slowly hand the other person information they can use against you. In negotiations especially, silence is one of the most powerful tools available. The moment you make your point, stop. Let the other person respond. Most people can't tolerate silence, and what they say to fill it will tell you everything you need to know. Law 4. Let your results do the talking. Arguments are won in the moment and lost over time. You convince someone verbally. They walk away, they reconsider, they resent being persuaded. But results are different. Results don't require convincing. They simply exist. Greene tells the story of a great artist whose patron complained about a detail in a finished work. Rather than argue, the artist made a show of adjusting the piece, changing nothing of substance, while making it appear that he had listened and responded. The patron was satisfied. The lesson isn't about deception. It's about understanding the power of communication and the value of results over arguments. It's about understanding that most people don't want to be argued into agreement. They want to feel heard, and then they want to see something they can point to as evidence. In your own life, this means resisting the urge to defend yourself verbally when things go wrong. Instead, fix the problem. Deliver the result. Show the improvement. A single well-executed action will do more for your reputation than 100 well-constructed arguments ever could. Law 5. Protect your energy from negativity. There's a person in almost every environment, the one who is perpetually dissatisfied. Everything is a problem. Every situation confirms their worst expectations. And spending time around them leaves you feeling heavier, more cynical, and less capable than when you arrived. Greene's law here is blunt. The emotional states of others are contagious. And chronic negativity is one of the most transmissible. This isn't about judging people who are going through hard times. Difficulty is part of life, and compassion matters. The distinction is between someone experiencing a hard season and someone who has built their identity around misfortune. The first deserves support. The second requires distance. Your energy, your optimism, and your capacity for clear thinking are resources. They are finite. They need to be protected and deliberately directed. The people you spend the most time with shape the lens through which you see what's possible. Choose them with the same intention you'd bring to any other significant investment in your life. Law 6. Appeal to interest, not obligation. When you need something from someone, the least effective approach is reminding them of what they owe you. People are remarkably good at forgetting favors. Not out of malice, but because the human mind naturally frames past help as context, not debt. They've moved on. They're focused on what's in front of them now. The most effective approach is simpler and more honest than manipulation. Find the genuine overlap between what you need and what they want. Before you ask for anything significant, ask yourself, what does this person actually care about right now? What problem are they trying to solve? What outcome would make their life easier or better? If your request genuinely connects to their interest, say so clearly. If it doesn't, either find the connection or reconsider the timing. People respond enthusiastically to requests that serve them. They respond slowly, or not at all, to requests that serve only you. This isn't manipulation. It's clear, honest communication that respects how people actually make decisions.
Law 7. Act with confidence, especially when you're uncertain. Confidence is not the absence of doubt. It's the decision to move forward clearly despite it. Most people wait until they feel ready, until they know enough, until the uncertainty fades. But certainty rarely arrives on schedule, and waiting for it means handing the moment to someone else. Greene's law here is practical. Hesitation signals weakness. Not because it reveals that you don't know something. Everyone doesn't know things, but because it signals that you don't trust your own judgment. And if you don't trust your judgment, it's very hard for anyone else to. This applies in interviews, presentations, negotiations, and everyday decisions. The person who speaks and moves with conviction, even while quietly figuring things out, earns more trust and more opportunity than the person who waits until they're perfectly prepared. Mistakes made with confidence are recoverable. Opportunities missed through hesitation often aren't. Act, adjust, improve. That sequence builds more than waiting ever will.
Law 8. Don't chase what you can't have. There's a particular kind of power that comes from indifference, and most people never develop it because they're too busy chasing things they've already decided they want. When you openly pursue something you can't access, you signal that it has power over you. You elevate its value by the intensity of your desire, and you reduce your own leverage in the process. The alternative is not pretending you don't care. It's genuinely redirecting your attention toward what you can control and build right now. When you do that consistently, something interesting happens. The thing you're chasing often becomes more accessible because you've stopped appearing desperate for it. In practical terms, this applies to job opportunities, relationships, business deals, and social dynamics. The candidate who seems genuinely comfortable without the role is often the one who gets it. The person who isn't visibly anxious for approval is usually the one who receives it. Indifference, when genuine, is one of the quietest forms of power.
Law 9. Establish your own identity. Stepping into a role that someone successful previously held feels like an advantage. You inherit their systems, their relationships, their reputation. But Greene identifies a trap here that most people don't see coming. When you're constantly compared to a predecessor, you're playing on their terms. Even if you perform well, the evaluation is always relative to them. And if they were exceptional, the bar may be set at a level that makes your own contributions nearly invisible. The more powerful move is to establish a distinct identity early. not by rejecting everything that came before. That's unnecessary and often counterproductive. But by making it clear through your actions and approach that you are a different person with a different style and different strengths. You don't need to outperform the person before you on their metrics. You need to make people curious about what your metrics even are. The goal is not to be better than your predecessor. The goal is to be unmistakably yourself.
Law 10. Never appear flawless. Success creates distance. When you appear to have everything figured out, when your competence is total and your confidence is unbroken, people stop seeing a person and start seeing a standard. And standards make people uncomfortable. They create comparison. They generate quiet resentment that builds over time, often invisibly, until it surfaces in ways you didn't anticipate. Greene's insight here is counterintuitive. Deliberately revealing a flaw or a limitation at the right moment actually increases trust and likability rather than reducing them. It makes you human. It gives others permission to be imperfect around you. It closes the gap that success naturally creates. This isn't self-sabotage. It's social intelligence. The flaw you share should be real but minor, something that reveals character without undermining credibility. The most respected people in any field are usually not the ones who project total perfection. They're the ones who are excellent and honest about their limitations at the same time. That combination is rare and deeply trustworthy. Conclusion. Here's what these 10 laws ultimately reveal about power. And it's not what most people expect. Power isn't about domination. It isn't about manipulation or control for its own sake. At its core, understanding power means understanding people, how they think, what they fear, what they want, and what drives their decisions beneath the surface. The person who understands these dynamics isn't necessarily the loudest or the most aggressive. They're often the most observant, the most patient, the most aware of the gap between what people say and what they actually respond to. You don't have to apply every law in this book. Some of them sit in an ethical gray zone that requires careful judgment. But understanding them, knowing they exist, and recognizing them when they're used around you, gives you something most people never develop: clarity about the game being played. And clarity, more than anything else, is where real power begins. That's what Rewire Insight is built on. Subscribe and join us every week for more.